Liverpool, a city with a variety of cultures and a place of unfolding history. With input from local historian Frank Carlisle, Anfield's own Vincent Valenti, musician Paul McDonough and a young citizen of Liverpool. Going back as early as the 1840s, when the Albert Dock was built, we will explore the history and culture of some of the most iconic locations in the city.
The most iconic attractions, you've got lots actually, but what you have here in Liverpool, what all the tourists want to come and see, when they do finally come to Liverpool, is the likes of Matthew Street. And Matthew Street is famous for the Cavern. The Cavern is famous for the Beatles, great iconic attraction. The Albert Dock opens in 1846. It was known as the port of 1,000 ships. It was the biggest port in the entire world. And these massive ships that sailed, trade, they went from here to Australia, New Zealand, America, South America, you name it. We just sailed from everywhere.
I left school at 15 and I was an apprentice tailor's cutter. There was lots of employment, but it was always low wages, what I always remember as a young man growing up. When you get to about 14, that was the time of the Mersey beat coming out. So we used to go to the likes of the Locarno. Then I started going to the Iron Door and the Cavern when I got to about 16. And they were the best times to be around. On a Saturday afternoon, we'd go to watch Liverpool because we lived between the two grounds. We'd watch Liverpool on the Saturday, Everton the following Saturday. And then we'd come out there and go for a few pints, go home, get ready and go into town for the night out. Great times.
The music culture in Liverpool has been one of the city's greatest talents that has been exported around the globe. No other city in the world has had artists who have produced more number one hits. The most famous Liverpool band of them all has to be the Beatles, four lads from Liverpool who literally shook the world. The city has always had such a rich and diverse musical history that the rest of the city embraces and positively displays. Musician Paul McDonough will discuss the city's music history and how it has evolved.
When sailors were here, really, the Mersey is the big link because lots of people, particularly the Irish, came over here to work. And the sea shanties was the original thing that people used to sing, and people in groups and gangs and things, to get through the drudgery of the day, used to sing, make themselves happy. I think that the origins of it are there, and the link then coming right through the centuries, particularly to the 60s. I think the big thing that people often say was the source of records that other people didn't have in the country was from the Cunard Yanks, as they were called, which were people who worked on the Cunard line and other lines, but they brought records back, vinyl records back from America for people. People used to order them as well and stuff. Don't forget, then you could only hear things on the radio, so that's, I think, the link goes back that far. There are other things other than music in Liverpool, of course, but you cannot deny that there's a huge pull because the Beatles came from here and their global stamp that they had, an impact they had on the world in music. So I think it's very, very big on the economy for a start. The tourist industry, they come to the Cavern and they come to all the places they used to, all the tours that they used to live by, do this. So it's a big economic advantage to have them here, I think, and it pulls tourists in. So initially it's music.
Football in Merseyside is simply a religion. Everton Football Club became founder members of the English Football League in 1878 and have maintained the elite status longer than any other English football team. Liverpool Football Club have had to endure one of the greatest tragedies in sporting history when they lost 96 fans in a stadium crush in 1989. You'll never walk alone is an adequate motto, an anthem, as the whole of the city, both blue and red halves, came together after this tragedy in solidarity to grieve and to seek justice for what had been wronged.
The reason there's so many opportunities in Liverpool is because we've got all the famous, the Cavern, that's where the Beatles played. There's so many venues to film music, to do all kinds really. The artists, there's the open eye gallery, there's the Tate, there's the amount on Bold Street, it's all graffiti, it's really nice.
Liverpool, albeit we had this great culture of never say die attitude. Got us through. Liverpool won, got us through. The Docks got us through, and it's such a wonderful place to live. And you know, Scousers are very proud of the roots, very proud of the city.